How Tesla receives funding from the government from employees' pension plans. So in this episode, I'm going to draw the line from government employee's paycheck all the way to Tesla's cash flow statement. All right, so y'all stay tuned. We're going to talk about this episode here, how pension plans and play a big role into a stock receiving funding and its potential growth. But if you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and make sure hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit that like, comment, and share button. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, you are now tuned into the Investor Show. As always, this is your gracious host, the Prince of Investing, Prince Dykes, coming to you guys and girls live, all the way from the beautiful city and state of Denver, Colorado. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. And as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys and girls don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump straight into this. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about pension plans. We're going to be talking about, first, we're going to talk about what are pension funds. Then we're going to get into what is the TSP, aka the Thrift Savings Plan. Then we're going to talk about Tesla being inside of the TSP and the TSP being inside of Tesla. So pretty much we're going to draw this line, how pension funds play a role into companies and stocks being evaluated and getting pushed to make more money. So ladies and gentlemen, we already know Tesla has been on a tear for the last year, 2 years. It's one of the hottest stocks we got out there, not the hottest, but it's one of the big name stocks out there that have been doing well. I own it myself and things like that. And you own it too, and you probably don't know it. So as you're coming in, go ahead and say hello and check in if you're catching this live. But we're going to jump straight into it. So the first thing, what is a pension fund? What are pension funds? When you think about it, these are 401ks, 401(b)s that are out there. People who are school teachers, police officers, firefighters, government employees, military or government employees. You have a lot of people that are GS position in Washington, D.C. who work for the government. So what the government does is, so with all these people, they have pension plans. For a prime example, if you work at Coca-Cola, you may have a retirement plan. They may take a portion of your income and they may match it. They may take a portion of your paycheck and match it and then turn around and put it inside of stocks so you can be able to retire in the future. So everybody has pension funds for the most part. Most well-known jobs or most good-paying jobs have some type of pension fund. It's part of the benefits package, right? So some companies match you, some companies don't match you. Then when you get older, you can retire. It's your pension fund. You can receive a pension. Now, the next step we're going to go into, what is the TSP? The TSP, what I have pulled up in front of you, this comes from, this is the Thrift Savings Plan. This is from, I'm reading this straight off of Wiki from the Thrift Savings Plan. I don't know how accurate this is, but this gives you a good idea. The Thrift Savings Plan is a defined contribution plan for the United States Civil Service employees and retirees, as well as members of the uniformed service, aka military. As of June 30th, 2020, of 2020, TSP has approximately 6 million participants. 6 million participants and $769 billion in assets under management. It is the largest defined benefit plan, contribution plan in the world. So a contribution plan is you are in the government, you're an employee, and you contribute to the retirement. So the largest defined benefit plan in the world is the Thrift Savings Plan, and it has over $691.1 billion inside of the TSP assets under management. So now that you know what the TSP is for retired people, military people. This is where they place their money. Now let's go inside of it. Let's go a bit further and see how is Tesla inside of the TSP. Yes, believe it or not, Tesla's inside of the TSP. So y'all give me a second. I'm going to pull up the website so we can walk straight through it. So let me pull this up. Let me share my screen here. This is information open to the public. Anybody can log onto this website. I'm on, if you want to follow me along, this is tsp.gov. Up under tsp.gov, you click on learn about our fund options. Up under the fund options, go to S Fund. This is the small cap index fund for investments, right? So right here, the top 10 holding. The S Fund itself, as of December 31st of 2019, it has $74 billion in it. $74 billion is inside of the S Fund. Now, this is where all your pension funds, if you're out there, you're a government employee of some sort, you're in the military or civil service or whatever, and you're putting your money inside of the TSP, if you have it inside of the S fund or L fund, $74 billion is inside of the S fund alone. The top 10 holdings, what is the number one company in the top 10 holding? Tesla. Tesla is one of the top holdings of this $74 billion fund, right? So for prime example, and the other companies that are on here are Square, Splunk is on here, Blackstone, Workday, but Tesla is the number one. So when you put your money inside of the S fund, they're giving your money straight to Tesla. So this is telling you inside of your retirement fund. So some people have an L fund. Some people have an L fund. Inside of the L fund, inside of the S fund, you are putting money in Tesla already, whether you know it or like it or not. This is managed by a company called BlackRock. BlackRock is like the largest asset management company in the world, right? So Tesla, you hear this right here. You can see where this shows up for Tesla, how they're receiving pension funds directly from the government. Now we're going to go a step further, and we're going to talk about every time you put money inside of your pension fund, whether you're in the military, where you're a government employee, some school teachers may have it, whether you retire from the military, whatever the case may be, or you a GS, whatever, 15, 2, 4, 5, 9, or whatever the case may be, and you put money inside of your L fund or the S fund, Tesla is getting a piece of that. Now we're going to draw the line to how is the TSP funds showing up on Tesla's cash flow statement. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull up Tesla's cash flow statement that I have pulled up on my other screen right here. This is their cash flow statement from 2019, right? This is the cash flow statement. This is the 10K report from the last 10K report. I think it's 2019's cash flow, not cash flow statement. This is 2019's 10K report, the annual report, and we're strolling down to the cash flow. You stroll down here to the cash flow, you can see right here. The first thing that you can notice, you have 3 sections in the cash flow statement. You know, cash flow from operation, investing activities, and financing activities. Financing activities. Where is this money coming from? Right here will tell you that Tesla has received $46 million in grants. They received last year, in 2019, they received $46 million in grants and government grants. Government grants, that's money you receive, you don't have to pay back, right? Maybe it's an initiative to build a car, a spaceship, who knows? So right here, proceeds from insurances of common stocks and public offerings. Proceeds from common stocks. So every time you buy a stock, every time somebody buys a stock, this money comes to Tesla. So right here, you're seeing in 2019, they made $848 million, almost $1 billion from stock selling, right? So your government funds, so for prime example, you go in, the largest retirement fund plan in the world, defined benefit plan in the world, is the thrift savings plan. Inside of the thrift savings plan is Tesla. Tesla is one of the top 10 holders inside of the small cap fund, which is worth $74 billion. Then you can see here how Tesla in 2019 almost received $1 billion from stock purchases. Not saying this is directly from TSP, but TSP has played a nice portion into the receiving of cash flow. But I wanted to draw that line to show you directly how you go from one company to another company, pension funds. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump into the comment box to see what y'all say in the comments. And then I'm going to do a quick recap and I'm out of here. All right, so let's see what y'all say in the comments. What's going on, P Forever? He's out there in Phoenix, Arizona. He said, good morning. Just got home from work, going to bed. I catch the playback. All right, my brother. Thanks for tuning in. Antonio, what's going on? He said, good afternoon, investing family. Anytime. T. Marshall, what's going on, senior? He's out there. He said, what's up? Miss Ruby, how you doing down there in Memphis, Tennessee? You know, I know your Apple stock and your Tesla is looking pretty nice. And you're speaking about this, Miss Ruby, since you own Tesla. We're speaking on this episode was all about how companies can receive money from pension plans, retirement funds. People put money inside of their 401k, their 401(b). They don't know where this money is going. Some of them may know. I'm not saying that everybody does, but we can see how companies are pushed and boost every month because they are on the pension plan, right? Also said, talk about the GameStop short squeeze. I have to get into that one a little bit later. GameStop just went on a big tear here recently. Somebody asked me would I buy it. I said no, I probably won't buy it. I don't buy companies once they go on a tear because I have to look at it at a different time. So that'll be another episode, Austin. Thanks for tuning in. How you holding up, by the way? Somebody from Facebook said Edwin Anderson. Prada? I don't know what that means. But anyway, quick recap, and I'm out of here. We talked about what are pension funds. We talked about what is the TSP, the Thrift Savings Plan, and then we talked about how big the Thrift Savings Plan is, how Tesla is inside of the Thrift Savings Plan, and how by Tesla being inside of the Thrift Savings Plan, how it shows up on their cash flow statement. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all got something out of this. Until the next video, podcast, cartoon, or whatever else crazy you see me do around the globe. Peace. Be safe. I'm out. Thank you.